Mac, first of all, a wild second period. What was it like in that middle frame?
Like you said, it was pretty wild. Power play was clicking there. I think the key for us just was to handle our emotions. We got loud fans there, so we just had to handle our business.
Take me through some of the emotions of just that back and forth that happens. They come back, tie the game. You guys try to pull back out in front, end up doing that. What's going on the bench in that situation?
Yeah, I think we're just recalling to ourselves and knowing how good of a team we are and sticking to our structure. I think when it started getting back and forth there, we were really running around. I think we just got to stay calm and play our game, and we'll be fine against any team.
Take a look at that third period. You guys shut the door on them pretty good. What is the message to you guys going into that third period?
Well, we're up by 2 goals, so we don't really need to press for any goals there, but we still want to play our game. We're a high-octane offense team, so we don't want to forget about that.
3-assist night. That's actually a 3-assist 20 minutes of play. How's that feel for you? 5 points over the last 2 games you've played.
It feels good. Obviously, more important we got the win, but sitting out this last week, definitely want to get back at it, and that's a good way to start.
Logan, let's start at the second period. That's a bit of a wild bit of business. Take us through what happens for you guys on the bench and on the ice.
Yeah, I think first of all, Keith played one heck of a game, and we wouldn't have won that without him. So I think it all goes to the big saves that he's made the whole game to give us the opportunity to do what we did. Power play made a few adjustments, and they worked well. And then we kind of got rolling. I got a couple lucky bounces there, but you got to take those when you get them. It was nice to cash in on the opportunities, but we got scrambling in the third. Again, it was just gives all Keith. Keith had a heck of a game.
He faced 21 shots or something like that in the third period. But is the game plan for you guys to just try and stay calm there, even though they keep coming wave after wave?
Yeah, I mean, the ebbs and flows, it's going to happen all year, whether it's game to game or period to period. You just got to try to, bend and don't break as much as you can. Sometimes it's hard when you're sitting back, and the big thing on the bench for us is try to calm down everybody, stay relaxed with the puck, and just try to keep going north. We had a couple plays where we're coming back into our own end where we didn't have to, and we kind of put ourselves in a tough situation. But we found a way to come out on top, and that's the biggest thing. Whether it's the battles in net and the defense, getting the pucks out, to us getting pucks in, I think it's the big thing for tonight to take from this game. And the only thing we kind of want to take is that we found a way to do it. It wasn't pretty, but it's going to happen throughout the year.
You have an opportunity there, a couple of swipes at it for the hat trick on the night. I look back, I think the last time you were with Manitoba when you picked up one. And then on that last play, you decide to dish it off to Joey Anderson. What's your thought through that process?
Yeah, hat tricks sure would be nice to get, but it'd be nice to give everyone their touch. I have no problem. I'm happy that he scored, and the first couple swipes was just honestly just get the puck out of the zone, and try to go for the net. I don't mind. I wasn't great tonight on faceoffs, but usually I like to take pride in my faceoff. So if the puck gets iced, I don't mind taking a faceoff on the other side of it. I think the old school style was don't shoot for the net, but I think just you're shooting it down anyway, so I might as well try to get it. But yeah, no, it's nice to get everyone their touches there.
Greg, fans love those kinds of games. 7-4, lots of power play, shorthanded goal, all sorts of interesting things happening in the second period. From a coaching perspective, what would you like to see cleaned up, no doubt?
Well, we're fortunate and happy with a victory. This is a tough building to play in. There's a lot of emotional swings throughout the game. The fans are always into it and bring a lot of energy. Their team feeds off of that. So sometimes playing here can feel hectic. At the end of the day, we have to give up a lot less. Keith Petruzzelli played really well today and kept us in the game and gave us a chance to keep battling back and find a way to win. But if we're looking at our process and what we want to look like and how we want to play as a team, we've got to make sure we bring a better effort and then a better execution on Friday to make sure that we give ourselves a better chance to win.
Your thoughts on just how that second period unfolds and how it kind of starts to go back and forth, punch for punch?
Special teams were big, a couple timely power play goals, like you said, the shorthanded goal. the special teams have been really strong for us all season, and then definitely are helping us win hockey games. It's the 5-on-5 play. We want to make sure that we continue to find consistency and build towards that.
That third period, no doubt up by a couple of goals, you kind of feel you can sit back and take your chances, and do you feel you've somewhat accomplished that?
Well, we certainly don't want to sit back. When we're in those situations, we have a lead going to the third. It's our pressure, our constant pace that we want to play with to ensure that we play in the offensive zone. If we play in the offensive zone, they can't pull the goalie. We don't want to sit back. We don't want to give them space to get through the neutral zone and set up in our defensive zone. We're definitely going to have to look at the neutral zone tomorrow to prepare for Friday. That's something that we can clean up.
Exiting the zone for you guys defensively and quickly seem to be heading in the right direction in the first. Do you feel you guys were getting great exits into the third period as well?
At times, our D have done a good job going back to get first touch and getting stalls and push-ins in the defensive zone to break up a puck and come in for the second help to find our exits. But again, we spend too much time in our defensive zone in the third period. We want to dictate the pace. We want to set up the offensive zone and make them feel like they're on their heels when we have a lead.
Logan Shaw comes up with a big night as well. What's he meant to the hockey club so far in the 8 games?
He's been a really impressive person with his leadership skills, how he builds relationships with his teammates, the voice he has in the locker room and on the bench. And then he backs it up with his play. Obviously, he's finding the score sheet. He's doing things offensively, but how he works, how he competes, and how he leads by example defensively as well is impressive. And we're on a night where he could have had a hat trick to hand off the empty net shows a lot about his character.